Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Please excuse the way I look. I took a shower and now I'm filming this really quick haul video during my baby's nap, so just please excuse the way I look. I'm gonna show you guys some clips that I took yesterday at a new Micaels that I went to. I did call them before I got there, so I didn't make the whole trip down there and get disappointed that the new yarns weren't out there. They did have some of the new displays. I did call them before and I asked them, and they let me know that yes, they did have the slice of cake anniversary cakes. And so I was really excited about that. And I'll show you some of the clips, and I may do a voiceover or I might just put like the text on the screen. I'll see what I do. But they did have some really loud music, so I don't want to get in trouble with that with YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna do this voiceover. We got to Micaels, it was a rainy day, and then I saw some Posh Purl in a bin there in the aisle, and then I was so excited I saw some big twist. They had some of the value yarn in like some variegated colors. This one's nice neutral one, and this one is my favorite of all time. And this one was really cute. I considered getting this one, but ultimately didn't. So this must have been some leftover yarn that Micaels had purchased from Joann's, I'm assuming. There was also some other brands there. I think it's KC Cotton. I didn't record it. Then they also had this new display of the Bernat Granny Square yarn. And they had several colors, but the only downside is I think this only makes 4 squares. Then there was this new yarn that I had never seen, the Bernat Big Frosted. And here in a second, you'll see my baby. He reaches over, he wants to feel that yarn too. And these are new chunky cupcake colorways. This one's in the Prismatic, which is an anniversary color of last year. So that's exciting. It's in the 5-weight, and it comes with a pom-pom. And then there's so many new colors, really fun for winter. And they all come with, matching pom-pom. Alrighty, so now we're looking at some groovy cloud cakes, and these are new. And the colors are very pretty. They seem to change very fast in the skein. This one is called Icy Lime, and I really liked those colors. There's a neutral there too. And the display was kind of disarray. There's some anniversary cake slice. Here's another groovy cloud cake. This one's like a rainbow and it really caught my eye. It's called Candy Bowl, which is a very fitting name. Now some new macchiato cakes. And this one is called Blazing Sunset, and Creative Grandma actually featured this one in a video, and I think it's the most beautiful color I've ever seen. I really love it too. And this one is pink. I love that as well. And here we go, the main event here, the slice of anniversary cake. And these are all last year's colorways with the addition of the solid colorways, which is so exciting. So we got the purple, red, blue, and yellow. Now these are brand new Caron smash cakes. And I think Hooks and Healers is making a sweater out of these. And they're very fun. They kind of remind me of like a roller skating rink floor. Really fun, like arcade carpet or something. Some good memories. This one kind of looks like watermelon too. So it's a 4-weight acrylic yarn. This one's called Turquoise Punch. Lots of colorways. And the next display coming up here is the Posh Purl. And this one was in its own aisle, I guess. So this is separate from that bin in the walkway. So these are actually nicely put and displayed. And this one I love. I always look at it. I think it reminds me of Carousel by Premier Yarns. I think that's the name of it. I love this color, and I always look at it, and I had to show it to you guys again. It's beautiful. It's saltwater taffy. Love that. And then I also like this one, the orange and the pink with the orange. Love those colors. I always have to look at them. And this is the Caron cake display. It's a little messy, but they had a lot of options, so that was nice. And here we have Sweet Snuggles Light, and I'm just panning and showing you guys the colors that they have brought back. And this one I was looking at, it's called Turquoise, and I was looking at it because my mom had been telling me that I should make a duck with this color. A duck, but also maybe a platypus, so it can look like Perry the Platypus. And I was considering it, but not in the budget this trip around. And this is new. This is Demi Purl. And so this one has been compared to Big Twist Plush. And it's a little thinner than Sweet Snuggles. This is a good option, you know, for market makes to make them bigger. So that's something I want to try. But once again, not in this trip. Yeah, so those are all the fun yarns I saw in my trip to Micaels, and now it is time for the haul. Okay guys, we're back. I went to Micaels yesterday and I got 4 skeins of yarn, and before I went I did call them to ask if they had the anniversary cakes, just so I wouldn't make the trip out there and not be able to find anything. They did tell me that they had the slice of anniversary cakes. I went to go see them. The anniversary cakes are not yet in stock. They said they were getting a truck last night and to check back in a week or two, so I'll see if I do that. So I went, and the first thing I saw was Big Twist, and I couldn't believe it. As you saw, they have Big Twist at Micaels, so it must be like whatever was left over. And this is called Happy Rainbow. So I got 2 skeins because I keep using this when I'm making Labubu things. I even have one right now that I'm working with, and I'm making like a little dress. It's so cute. It's so little, you can barely see it, but here's like the skirt and like the little bib, like the front part. So I really love this colorway, so I was happy to find that. I was tempted to pick up other ones, but I already have like way too much yarn, so I didn't. And the regular price was $4.49 for those. Next I got the pink, well, okay, Posh Pearl. Micaels is calling this one bright pink. It used to be called Pink Pitaya, I think. And so I picked this one up because on the app it's showing that it's not in stock. So I picked one up, regular price $9.99. And lastly, I picked up 1 slice of anniversary cake, and this is a solid blue. This one is called Wave, and it's a super bulky number 6, an 8mm recommended hook, and it is 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable, and it's 285 yards. So let me do the math here really quick. About 3.75 of these is equivalent to the giant anniversary cakes, which I have one right here from last year. And this one was $12.99. It makes sense. Original price. This one's, I think, $40. $45. I think per yardage, buying it the big one might be better, but this is the solid color. So this solid color is not going to be in the big cake, so that's something to consider. Also, the slice of cakes, these colorways that were in the store are from last year. Like, some of them are from last year, so if you really wanted some of last year's and you couldn't get your hands on it, getting a slice of cake is like really the only way to do it this year. I went ahead with this solid color because I am currently working on a blanket using 2 of these giant ones from last year, and it's taking me, you know, it's taking me quite a while. And I'll insert a clip. So as you saw, I'm almost done with the first cake. Now I'm going to be starting on the second cake of this. I'll insert the pattern I'm using down below in the description, and I'm currently using an 8mm hook, and this is a Furls hook. I really like it, but I think I'm going to be using a larger hook here soon, just because it's like kind of curling in the on the edges, and also a larger hook will make it go faster. But I also want to avoid gapping. So this blanket is for my dad, and I think I made him like a granny square blanket like a couple years ago, but I use like such a large hook that there are like holes. It's like a funny blanket because there's like large holes, so like only some parts you're warm and then some parts you're cold. So I kind of do want to keep it like not a lot of gapping, but this pattern is interesting because it's a drop stitch granny. So I have it here. So it's like a drop stitch granny stitch. If you guys can see that, so you go, you do your granny cluster like in each gap, but then your middle double crochet goes in the stitch from below. So it's kind of like no gapping at all, which is really nice. So my plan with that is to finish the 2 cakes and then use this as a border. And I actually really love that they did this solid color, because I made another blanket with these anniversary cakes, and then I was having the hardest time trying to find a yarn that I could use for the border that was solid color, and luckily I had found some like big twists that worked. It had to be the same weight because I didn't want it to like scrunch it up. So now with the solid colors, it's a really good option for those borders. So I think they had, like as you saw in the video, I think they had red, yellow, purple, and blue, which are some good primary colors. And so, yeah, so that's the 4 things I got. I did use my 40% off coupon on this. So originally it was $12.99, and then after my 40% off coupon, it was $7.79. And I was really disappointed because they had 2 coupons going on right now for Labor Day, and they had one in store for 40% off one regular priced item, and then they had another one for online only of 40% off all regular priced items. The 2 items that I really wanted, these 2, are not available online because this one's like out of stock online, and this one, the anniversary cakes, are not set to be released online until September 2nd. So I think that's after Labor Day. Like, obviously they know what they're doing, but it's just a little frustrating because I like to go in store. In the future, I might have to just hope that the items I want are in stock online, and then go to the store, see what I want, make my shopping list, and then use my coupons online for my online order. It's just like, it's like so many extra steps. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. And let me know if you're going to be getting any of these anniversary cakes. Bye guys.